Wake up, the champs is in. Champion. We want back ends. Back in. Wipe my sins. Wipe it. They can't win. They can't win. No new friends. No new friends. Football fans. Football. They sleep again. They sleep. We wake them up. Wake up, the champs is in. Yeah, yeah.
I just hike the ball and I look for the open man. The zone, I'm trying to get in. I open the play with the book of the champion. Get flipped if you trying to get in. I got the front defense, they got the end. Going for long, on first and the 10. Gotta go hard, we gotta get all. No loss or excuses, cause we gotta win. They say they sleep, must not be a fan. Get at your mans and mess up your plans. Look at your stands and look at your hands. I do what I want and you do what you can. I do it for fans, you do it for fame. EA Sports, we in the game. EA. I am the coach and the player of the game. They gon' remember the name.
We want back ends. Back ends. Wipe my sins. Wipe my sins. They can't win. They can't win. No new friends. No new friends. Football fans. Football. They sleep again. They sleep. We wake them up. Wake up, the champs is in. Champion. We want back ends. Back ends. Wipe my sins. Wipe it. They can't win. They can't win. No new friends. No new friends. Football fans. Football. They sleep again. They sleep. We wake them up. Wake up, the champs is in. Yeah, yeah.
First opened in 2002, there's a look inside Ford Field here in downtown Detroit, the Motor City. Both teams emerging from the Ford Field tunnels just a short time ago. And, of course, the loudest cheers were reserved for the hometown Lions. They're set to go as they will match up with the New York Jets. No more training camp, no more exhibitions. The 2018 NFL season on EA Sports is underway.
Attack 50 left. Zero. Shit. Hey, watch out. Wait, 7.
On first down, Stafford here. And his first pass is incomplete. Golden Tate, his intended receiver. And it's second down.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open, and this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete.
48.
Now a first carry for LeGarrette Blount. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. It'll be a loss of 1, and that'll bring up a 3rd and 11 situation. From the gun, here's Stafford. And he's got his man. It's the tight end Goddard. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 17 yards on the pickup there, and also a first down. Now here's the first carry for Amir Abdullah. And very little daylight there. He'll get a couple up to the 44.
Well, he was looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple of yards out of it because those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
Here we go.
To throw on second down is Stafford. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Steve McClendon breaking through to get him for a loss of 7. He was trying to keep his eyes downfield. Nobody came open.
He's trying to do everything that he had been taught, right? Every bit of the technique. But if no one's open, there is no technique except make sure you hold on to the ball as you go to the ground when you're getting sacked.
After the sack, Stafford and the Lions come up on a 3rd and long situation. Now Stafford. And that one drops incomplete as he got popped as he was throwing it.
But if you're a fan of defense, especially this defense, you like what you're seeing here in the early going. Play with some great energy. Already have a sack. And on that one, came back and forced an incompletion. They're getting after him.
And here now the punter, Martin, booming this one away. First carry for Trenton Cannon. And he'll take this up only to about his 18-yard line. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Nice job by that defensive front there to hold him to a short gain on first down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run. Here's Darnold now on 2nd down. Nunez got it complete. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. A 2nd down completion got him 7. Now here's 3rd and 3. This is Bilal Powell. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th. On 4th down, here's Lachlan Edwards to punt it. Back deep for the Lions, it's Golden Tate. The Lions heading out, coming off a 9-7 finish a season ago. Another year without a playoff victory. And we said it last season, Charles. Unbelievable. They've won only one playoff game since the 1957 NFL championship game back when you were in high school.
Junior high.
And that one win was way back in January of 1992.
They do have optimism, though, because this team has been building. And I thought that their draft of 2018 signal that they really want to help their magnificent quarterback Matthew Stafford and take the pressure off of him to produce 5,000-yard passing seasons, because they drafted Kerryon Johnson, a running back out of Auburn, and in free agency got LeGarrette Blount, which signals to me that they want to play a little brute force football. They want to batter some people and take the ball out of the hands of Stafford so often. If they can do that, that'll allow them to slug it out with Green Bay and Minnesota for maybe a division title in the NFC North. And last but not least, you know they've beaten 57?
Who?
The Cleveland Browns. 2 teams trying to get back to their former glory.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the first. Now a carry for Blount. Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. 2nd down. Boy, that's a lot of sirloin steak to be taken down for no gain, partner.
Are you trying to suggest that he is a huge man?
He is
not just a big man, a huge man.
Big boy.
Well, how about the credit then for the defense to be able to chop that big tree and put him on the ground?
I know back when you played, it took 4 of you to take a guy like that down, right?
Well, that's for sure. And you know what else? I didn't want to challenge him at dinner either.
Here's Stafford now on 2nd down. That'll be taken in there by Kenny Galladay. Touchdown, Detroit. A big play there. 63 yards. And the Lions are going to take a first-quarter lead. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky Country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Jets making their way out. Last year, the impressive 3-2. A lot of people predicted they would go 0-16, but then after that start, they sort of collapsed. Just 2 wins after Week 5. So as we look ahead to this year, Charles, what can we expect from the Jets?
Well, I would expect them to continue to play with great effort because their head coach Todd Bowles demands that. But Sam Darnold, their #1 draft choice, he will be the key to their season. The faster that he plays well, the better the Jets obviously are going to be. And on defense, last in the league in pass rush last year, last in the league in sacks. They'll have to do that by committee this year and find ways to get pressure on the quarterback.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Leopard.
Now a play fake here on first down. Got an open man. It's a noon one. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. That's a good chunk of yardage. It's going to be canceled out.
And we always talk about hidden yardage in a game. That's going to count as that because now it doesn't go on the books, but now they have to make that up again, don't they?
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. Darnold from the gun. Eluding the pressure right. And he slings one that's incomplete. He was trying to get it to Jermaine Kearse. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
I know we're to step into the film room for just a second because when they review this play, oh, the negatives are going to be incredible on this one. Rolling out to his right. Yeah, he's right-handed, so that's a natural spot for him. But he throws back across his body back into traffic.
Big no-no.
Oh, that's a monster no-no. The only good thing that happened, it fell incomplete. Very fortunate.
They find some open field here. And able to get it here to about the 16-yard line. A gain of 4 on the play. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here. It's Darnold, and this is going to be incomplete.
As my dad used to tell me all the time, when you're getting ready to play a big-time game, especially when you have one going into a dome setting, better strap it up tight because that crowd can really affect things.
Especially on 3rd downs like the one we just saw there with the incompletion. So out now come the Lions. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Hey, go here! Zebra!
Now the Notre Dame man, this is Theo Riddick. Looking for an opening, not much there. He'll get it to the 39. Big Leonard Williams there on the stop.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you've got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean or else he'll just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
Big 20, big 20.
On second down, here's Stafford. Caught on the right side by Jones. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's third down. I think defensively you're okay with that. You're in the first quarter. He's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that, you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch. Now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
Stafford now already over 100 yards passing in just this first quarter. It's 1st and 10. Here with Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin as the Lions are... Now a first down throw. Stafford. Throw right side. Caught by Goddard, the tight end. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10 to the 7. An excellent pickup of 34 yards.
There will always be a place for methodically marching the ball downfield. But when you can pick it up in big chunks and strike like that, have explosive plays, that's often the difference in winning and losing. Those types of plays that can knock a defense off balance, that'll drive a team towards a victory.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. It's 2nd and goal, back to the 8-yard line now. He'll get it up the middle. And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown. LeGarrette Blount, his first touchdown as a Detroit Lion. And the Lions are able to grow their lead. And they're able to run it in. It started with the battle in the trenches. They won there, and they got in for 6 points.
And that's going to be a tough one for the defense to deal with. They've got to go to the bench now and figure out how are we going to slow down this running game, because on that particular play, they had no answer.
Extra point good by Prater, and that'll make the score 14-0. Here's Prater now set to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. This offense trots back out there now, and as they do, Charles, one thing to point out that we saw a second ago are some of the new rules in the NFL this year regarding kickoffs.
Yeah, nowadays, the kickoff team, no more running starts. Remember that when you got to circle a guy around and here he goes? No more. You have to start, close to the ball. And when it's kicked, then you get to take off and go, so you can't build up your speed that way. Also, when you're returning it, remember those wedges that we used to say where guys would form together, 2 or 3 guys? No more of those. So it'd be a lot more man-on-man, one-on-one blocking. And also, they have rules about where people have to be when the ball's kicked, where they have to be when the ball's caught. So to me, it's much more like a punt return than it is an actual kickoff return. So I'm eager to see if teams now take their punt returners, those nifty guys who make people miss in the open field, and make them the kickoff returners as well, because I think you can still get big plays in this area if you have the right people back there.
And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up third down. So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. Darnold on 3rd down. Over the middle, complete. It's Cannon. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Give him 15 yards on that one, and the Jets move the chains.
Sometimes it seems like a tough world out there. Many thought Sam Darnold would go number 1 overall to the Browns, and he fell to number 3 to the New York Jets. I think he fell to a great situation. He gets to go to New York with a rebuilding team, take over the job right then and there. And while many were expecting Broadway Baker Mayfield, instead, they got sudden Sam Darnold, and I think the Jets fans are going to be very happy to have him.
Looking for more there on 1st down, but this throw downfield, incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Back to the air, Darnold on 2nd down. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Tavon Wilson. And he'll return this one just shy of midfield to the 49. So the first interception of his career under center, and you knew it was going to happen sooner or later.
It has to. And I know he feels like the world is just tumbling down at this moment, but there's got to be some veteran somewhere, some mentor that's going to tell him, hang in there, my man. Plenty more to come. Keep firing.
They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10.
21.
Now with a play clock at 4, we're going to get a timeout called. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. Stafford and the Lions now have it 1st and 10, just shy of midfield at the 49. After the interception, here's Stafford. Oh, a hit. He lost the football. Stafford puts it on the ground, and it's scooped up by the Jets. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line.
With no running backs in the backfield to help pass protect, all the receivers in their patterns, it's going to be hot routes. If they sense a blitz or pressure on the quarterback, they've got to be prepared to break routes off early and get the football. In this case, never even had a chance. They popped the ball free in the backfield.
Here's Cannon. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
I think if they want to start getting back into this game, it behooves them to get better on 1st down.
Yeah, certainly not what they were looking for there out of the opening play of this drive.
Leopard! Detroit!
On 2nd down, Darnold. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Glover Quinn. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Here we go. Omaha, reboot. Ready. Hey, give me radar.
And they begin the drive with Abdullah. And he will take this up to about the 8-yard line. It's Steve McClendon that time who winds up getting him down.
The best defensive linemen, they play with great leverage so they can get low and not get bowled over by offensive linemen. They have excellent hands. They can throw people off on a play. We just saw a great example of a really good run stop by a guy playing the defensive tackle position.
To throw on 2nd down. Stafford, he finds his tight end, Goddard. That's complete. And they'll get him down up past the 15, just shy of the 20. 63 yards receiving for him now, and that last catch good enough for a first down. Stafford now 7 of 10 here in this first half, and he's got a 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll push forward for about 4 up to the 23.
Hurry up, get set. Jumbo, jumbo. 21.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Stafford. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
The Lions on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6.
Mike, 48. 21. White 7.
Out of the gun, Stafford. He's going to float this one deep right side. And that one incomplete. Had some position but couldn't hold on, and it brings up 4th down. This secondary has been roasted in this first half, and they get a measure of revenge there. Nice play on the deep ball.
Yeah, they're going to need a few more plays like that in order to get their confidence fully back, but that's one step in the proper direction.
The Jets offense now works their way back onto the field. And 2 picks thrown here in this first half alone. We'll see how that affects him.
Can't wait to see where his confidence is, because the great ones, they'll throw 4 or 5 picks, and while it'll hurt their team, it won't hurt their confidence. They'll think something was just wrong with the ball or the wind or something was funny. It's never about them. That's how they stay so into the moment and into the game.
They go back to the T on the last drive. Out to his left. And a quick shuffle pass here is complete. And he's able to get up here to the 26. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and it'll make it a 2nd down. To throw on 2nd down is Darnold. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back, because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
2 minutes to play here in the first half. We'll come back to Ford Field after this.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Gone, gone. Gone, gone. Gone, gone. Gone, gone. Hot. Hot.
From the gun on 3rd down, here's Darnold. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And they'll bring him down here up at about the 22-yard line. And we're going to get another timeout called by the Lions. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. 46 on his first kick, this one in that neighborhood as well. Here's the Detroit offense now as they head back out onto the field. They were forced to punt last time. Now, I doubt sincerely that they'll have to punt here because they're gifted with terrific field position.
I don't even want to think about the idea that they would end up punting starting with this type of field position. Neither do they. Great starting spot, great opportunity to run your full playbook. They want to take a shot here, they can go ahead and do it.
Escaping the pressure right. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's second down.
Trying to get that one to his tight end, and they've been trying to get the ball to him, but as of yet, unable to successfully complete one. But you know, there's usually a nice comfort zone in throwing to the tight end. Great sight lines, usually right in the middle of the field.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Set. 180. Sack 53.
Now blown. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. And they'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. The Lions on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 11.
4 down.
A shotgun snap for Stafford. It's brought in left side by Tate. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. Completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th. Here is Matt Prater now. He's got the leg for this as he holds the NFL record with a 64-yarder back in 2013. This will be spotted just shy of midfield, a 59-yard attempt. That's on target, but it's no good. He had it on line, but it came up just shy of the crossbar, and this score will stay right where it is. So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10. On 1st down, Darnold. Man open, that's Damian Ratley. 17 yards for the Jets there as they've got themselves a 1st down. 1st down now, but that clock rolling. They go play action here on 1st down. Looking middle, and it's incomplete. Fair to say, hasn't been his best game throwing the football, but also not getting a lot of help out there either.
Yeah, you nailed it pretty well, you know. He's got to throw it better. Got to get more help. Obviously one that should have been caught. They've got to find a way to bring those two elements together so they can make some progress in this one.
On 2nd and 10, Darnold. Buying time to his left. And he comes back with one complete. And now we won't see a play on 1st down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the 1st half. First red zone opportunity now for the Jets. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 17.
Detroit!
Darnold from the red zone now. And it'll be intercepted. Able to get there and pick it. And with time running down, they go down to a knee. So we reach halftime here. All right, we will save the Week 1 highlights and apparently get right back to the action here in the 3rd. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. Now the Jet off. offense about to take over as they head out onto the field. They come out here with a 0 on the scoreboard. What was said in that locker room? That's what I want to know.
I would love to have been in there because we often have the feeling that there's a lot of shouting, screaming, people upset. But typically, halftime locker rooms are a lot more clean.
And the Lions pressure too strong. Down he goes. Kerry Hyder in there to drop him for his second sack now here tonight.
And that's the second sack of the game, but this player, disruptive in all phases, whether he's going upfield, coming underneath, you name it. He's a big-time guy you have to block.
Back to throw, Darnold. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. And they're going to get this one all the way up to the 35-yard line. And a nice gain of 21 yards. This quarterback now just 7 of 15 so far, but he's got a 1st and 10. Darnold on 1st down. And he will find his man on the end route. Complete. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the 1st down completion. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch. Good for 8 yards. They'll run with Cannon. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another 1st down with that run.
All right, now, look at 56. Look at
On 1st down, it's Darnold. He hits Jermaine Kearse. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. The Jet passing game in rhythm. They've got another 1st. So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10. Down at the 33. They'll fake the handoff. Now Darnold. Going for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. It's a 4-yard pickup, and it'll make it 2nd down. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Again, Darnold. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. Darnold now to throw. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. The Jet passing game in rhythm. They've got another 1st. I don't know what they talked about at halftime. Whatever it was, it worked. They look like a different team here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, I doubt that there are very many trash cans that got kicked over that type of a speech. I think what they did was they analyzed what worked in the first half, what didn't, and figured out a better game plan.
That there, the first NFL touchdown pass for Sam Darnold, as his guys are back within a single score.
And he's got to absolutely be sky high right now. The first touchdown pass in the NFL. The first of what should be many, many more. But 57 of them in 2 seasons as a starter at USC. None as sweet as that one right there for Sam Darnold. Hello, NFL. I'm here.
That's fielded in the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. So we get a look at the Lions offense as they get ready for their first possession of the 2nd half. Stafford and the Lions now have it 1st and 10 at their own 22. Now a play fake here on 1st down. He sets to fire deep. And that one falls incomplete. Looked like he might have had position there, but he couldn't hold on at second down. Those passes out that far wide always make you hold your breath a little bit. Felt like it was in the air for a while.
What it does is allows a defender to gain some ground, come from a long distance, and have a chance to affect the pass.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. On 2nd and 10, Stafford. Flushed out right. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. And Tate's got it. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another 1st down. Stafford now 9 of 17 through the air. Here's Blunt, and he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. Well, a well-executed blitz, no doubt. Great job by the linebacker. Maybe the quarterback, if he could have seen that, could have audibled there.
Yeah, he needed to be in a different play because that one just meshed perfectly for the defense. All the gaps were filled except for the one the offense really wanted to run through, and that was filled by a big man wanting to make a tackle.
And he made a great tackle. He's got Dallas Goedert, his tight end, over the middle. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains. So in Jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. They'll fake the give. Now Stafford. Throwing deep for Galladay. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
Anytime a defense can sit back in a zone like that, it tends to create a lot of congestion in the middle of the field. Makes it very hard to slot one in.
Looked like I-4 at rush hour in your hometown of Orlando, Florida. An absolute mess. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Second and 10, Stafford again. He hits Riddick underneath. 17 yards on the pickup there. The drive will continue. It's a 1st down.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
Set. Blue 60 here. 53. Ready.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to get this one down to the 30. Darren Lee there to get him down.
That play reminded me a lot of a former teammate of mine. We used to call him the trash man. His ability to sift through traffic and make plays was uncanny.
And that's exactly what you want from your Mike linebacker.
Give me radar. Set. Yellow 80. Yellow 80. Hey, 22. Hey, tag 32. Tag 32.
Play clock down to 3, and we're going to get a timeout here. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. To throw on second down is Stafford. Caught right side, Tate. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. That'll give him 60 yards receiving now as he's got a first down.
As long as you go through your proper reads and progressions, the drag route can be one of those old reliable plays because usually it's good for a good chunk of yardage as we just saw there.
And those guys like it, right? They can get the ball with a full head of steam.
Especially against man coverage because man coverage, they're typically running away from someone and not worried about traffic coming out on the other end.
Stafford now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. They'll run it here with Blunt. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. LeGarrette Blunt already his second touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Lions add on to their lead. Now Prater to add the PAT. Prater for the extra point, and it's now 21-7. Here's Prater now set to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. Uses the spin. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. Now the Jets offense about set to take over as they head onto the field. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is a defense get the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3-and-out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
A first down throw, Darnold. And his throw here is incomplete.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Second down and 10, Darnold. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Hodges. And the play goes for 19 yards, gives him a new set of downs. Fourth quarter, every drive's so critical, and you figure may only get one more shot after this, so a touchdown's imperative on this drive.
It is, but you also have to think to yourself in play calling, don't hold anything back. Don't save it for the second touchdown. You got the first one for the second one to even matter.
Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield incomplete.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. Back to the air, Darnold on second down. And that is incomplete.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man on man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
Darnold. Flush to his right. Now he's going to throw it back deep over the middle. And incomplete. He can't hang on. Would have been a nice catch. Instead, it brings up a fourth down. Receivers, everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. And for the fourth time tonight, it's an interception. Picked up by Jamal Agnew. And he will score. Touchdown, Lions. That's the story of the game. They've been suffocating all game long on defense. They were suffocating there again in a big way.
And they've done it not just by out-athleting them, which is often the case, but by being able to adjust to anything they tried to throw at them and beating them to the punch each and every time. This was a defense that was well prepared.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. The Jets offensive unit ready to get going here. And they just had that pick six. I guess the only positive maybe of them returning that for a touchdown. This offense right back out onto the field to try to make up for it.
I like that because now it doesn't give them a chance to go to the bench and really settle. You know, to sit there and kind of seethe over the idea that they turned the ball over previously. Right back out there, it's almost like hopping right back on the bike after falling over. See if they can get the ball moving again.
Well, we'll see if they can do it here. Now, a nice play defensively on first down as this is knocked away and incomplete. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Here's Darnold now on 2nd down. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. 68 yards receiving now for him in the game. And a first down on that last catch as well. On 1st and 10, Darnold. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. The Jets on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. Darnold to throw again. And incomplete here on 3rd down. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden the secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
Their already slim hopes are going to ride on this one. They'll go on 4th down.
All right, here we go. 3-19.
4th down, and for Darnold, it's desperation time. Wide open receiver complete. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this into enemy territory across the 40. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 38.
Hurry up, here we go. Blue 90.
On 1st down, Darnold. Anunu's got it, complete. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Throwing again is Darnold. And he's going to lose a yard or two. Taken down behind the line. Ziggy Ansah able to collapse the pocket and drop him for a loss of a yard. The Jets on 3rd down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This will be 3rd and 5. From the gun on 3rd down, here's Darnold. Eluding the pressure right. He may try and run for this. 10 yards is the pickup, good enough for a Jet 1st down.
When they watch film of this game and hand out the grade sheets, he's going to really like getting a double plus on this play. Why? He scrambles and picks up a 1st down. But what else does he do? Protects himself by sliding and avoiding the big hit. Double plus, big-time play.
A shotgun snap for Darnold. And nearly another interception. They've been around the ball all game. He started out having some troubles back in the first half connecting with his receivers. Really hasn't gotten a whole lot better.
Yeah, he's at less than 50%, and you and I both know that just won't do. So I would think about spreading things out, putting it on the receivers, make them win those one-on-one battles on the perimeter and find their way open.
On 2nd and 10, Darnold escaping the pressure right. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he's in. Touchdown, Jets. Trenton Cannon with his first career touchdown in his first career game. And the Jets are able to cut into this deficit. Santos out now. He'll kick it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Lions offense, they get ready to head back onto the field. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that, they had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
Hey, tag 50 left. Set. 180. Hey, give me radar.
On 2nd down, here's Stafford. Looking downfield for Jones. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. Give him 30 yards there. Defensively, they're okay with that. Short little route, tackle him inbounds. Okay.
All right, cliche alert. It's time for someone to make a play because they've got to have something bigger downfield. They can't just take what they give them. They've got to force it and make something big happen for them.
Time for a break. We're back to finish this one off after this.
Hey, Red. Hey. Four down. Hot. Jim.
A first down carry here for Johnson. Looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go.
Hurry up, get set. 21.
Throwing here, Stafford. Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. 3rd down.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
An incomplete pass on 2nd down. It muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. Now the Jets are going to burn another timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And that one's not going to get there. Not enough juice. An ambitious effort, but it's well short. And this score will stay right where it is. So another long try for 3 and another kick that comes up lacking.
Yeah, this isn't going to do any wonders for his field goal percentage, but you have to figure as a head coach that when you send a guy out there to try and kick from that distance, it's a 50-50 proposition at best.
Darnold on 1st down. Dancing to his left. He's going to let it fly. And this is caught now for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet.
No, we're not cheering. No, we're not rooting, but I am excited about this, and I know you are too. We got a ball game again after that big-time strike.
Big-time strike, and you are right. Don't go anywhere yet. This thing's not done. Santos out now. He'll kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. And Detroit getting set to go now. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline, they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Closer.
Yeah, you know, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
They'll run again with Blount. And this has been a recurring theme tonight for sure. Nowhere to run. Back to the line of scrimmage, that's all. Travis Carey there to make the tackle.
We got three down. Hey, fellas, we got three. Let's go.
The Lions on third down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. This is 3rd and 11. And on the ground they go with the running back. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. Call it a gain of 4, and it'll bring up 4th down. Here's Sam Martin now, as he's on to punt for Detroit. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. And New York set to take the field. They have time here, partner, for just one final heave.
And I have to look at it from the defense's perspective here. We know what they're going to do on offense. The Hail Mary, try and get guys down there and throw it in the end zone, take it around and catch it. You've got to have guys back there to defend that, but also you can't allow the quarterback as much time as he wants.
Under the Lions' pressure, he's brought down. And partner, this first week, this first game that we get to call together, so special every year, week 1. You had the flyover, the big American flag out there before the game, all the hoopla, just having football back, so special.
It is an opening day, opening game. There's just nothing like it because you really build to a crescendo. But the best part for us is that crescendo lasts for a while. Opening game here, an entire season, we get into the playoffs.
I let my birds come in. Sounds like I see it in there. Hey, I'm on your turf again. This, that, you from the back of the. I got a girl. She go to battle. LAD low to the tent. I go in back of the.